Act of Valor presents a grounded and intense portrayal of modern military operations, focusing on a team of elite special forces whose lives revolve around precision, discipline, and an unbreakable sense of duty. The story immerses the audience in a world where missions are carried out in silence, where every decision is calculated, and where the stakes are measured not just in success or failure but in lives saved or lost. Rather than building itself around exaggerated heroics, the film leans into a raw and realistic tone, emphasizing the physical and emotional demands placed on those who operate in the shadows to protect others. The narrative begins by establishing the quiet professionalism of the team, showing how their training and experience have shaped them into individuals who can function under extreme pressure. Their interactions reveal a deep sense of trust and camaraderie, built over years of shared missions and sacrifices. These relationships are not expressed through dramatic speeches but through small gestures, brief exchanges, and an understanding that each member would risk everything for the others without hesitation. This foundation becomes crucial as the story progresses, giving emotional weight to the challenges they face. A high-stakes situation quickly emerges when intelligence reveals a growing threat that extends beyond a single region. The danger is not limited to a battlefield but has the potential to reach civilian populations, making the mission far more urgent and complex. The team is tasked with responding to this threat, moving swiftly and quietly into hostile territory where the margin for error is almost non-existent. From the outset, it becomes clear that this operation will test not only their combat skills, but also their ability to adapt to unpredictable circumstances. The film places significant emphasis on the planning phase, highlighting the level of detail and coordination required before any operation begins. Maps, surveillance data, and strategic discussions create a sense of realism, showing that success in such missions depends as much on preparation as it does on execution. This focus on process helps ground the story, making each subsequent action feel purposeful rather than random. It also reinforces the idea that these soldiers operate within a system where every movement is part of a larger strategy. As the team deploys, the environment becomes a critical factor in shaping the narrative. Whether navigating dense jungles, coastal regions, or urban landscapes, they must constantly adjust their tactics to suit the terrain. The film captures the tension of moving through unfamiliar and potentially hostile areas, where danger can emerge without warning. Every step is deliberate, every sound carries meaning, and the absence of noise can be just as threatening as the presence of it. The first major engagement demonstrates the precision and coordination that define the team's approach. The operation unfolds with a careful balance of stealth and speed, showing how quickly situations can escalate from controlled to chaotic. The action is intense but grounded, avoiding exaggerated spectacle in favor of a more realistic depiction of combat. Shots are fired, commands are given, and decisions are made in fractions of a second, creating a sense of immediacy that pulls the audience into the moment. What sets the story apart is its focus on the human side of these operations. Between missions, brief glimpses into the personal lives of the team members reveal the sacrifices they make beyond the battlefield. Families, relationships, and moments of normalcy are shown in contrast to the high-risk environments they operate in, highlighting the duality of their existence. These scenes add emotional depth, reminding viewers that the individuals behind the uniforms carry responsibilities and connections that extend far beyond their duties. As the mission unfolds, new layers of complexity emerge. The threat they are pursuing is not isolated but part of a larger network that spans multiple locations and involves various players. This realization forces the team to adapt their strategy, shifting from a single objective to a broader effort that requires coordination with other units and agencies. The stakes continue to rise and the sense of urgency becomes more pronounced as the potential consequences of failure grow. Communication plays a crucial role throughout the story, both as a tool for coordination and as a source of tension. Secure channels, coded messages, and real-time updates create a dynamic where information is constantly flowing yet never entirely complete. The team must make decisions based on what they know in the moment, often without the luxury of full clarity. This uncertainty adds to the pressure, making each choice feel significant and potentially irreversible. The film also explores the unpredictability of conflict, where even the most carefully planned operations can be disrupted by unforeseen events. Equipment malfunctions, environmental challenges, and sudden changes in enemy behavior create obstacles that test the team's resilience and adaptability. These moments reinforce the idea that success is not guaranteed, and that survival often depends on the ability to think and act under extreme stress. As the narrative progresses, the emotional stakes deepen. The bond between the team members becomes more evident as they face increasingly dangerous situations together. Their trust in one another is not just a matter of professionalism, but a lifeline that keeps them grounded in the midst of chaos. This connection is portrayed with subtlety, allowing the audience to feel its importance without the need for overt explanation. One of the most compelling aspects of the story is its portrayal of sacrifice. The characters understand the risks they face, yet they continue to move forward, driven by a sense of duty that goes beyond personal safety. This willingness to put themselves in harm's way is not glorified but presented as a reality of their role. The film acknowledges the cost of such choices, showing how they affect both the individuals involved and those connected to them. The action sequences continue to build in intensity, each one raising the stakes and pushing the characters closer to their limits. Whether engaging in close-quarters combat or executing coordinated assaults, the team operates with a level of precision that reflects their training and experience. At the same time, the film does not shy away from showing the physical and emotional toll of these encounters, maintaining a sense of realism that keeps the story grounded. As the climax approaches, the mission reaches a critical point where everything hangs in the balance. The team must execute a complex operation that requires perfect timing and coordination, knowing that any mistake could have devastating consequences. The tension is palpable, with every movement carrying weight and every decision contributing to the outcome. This sequence serves as a culmination of the skills, relationships, and themes developed throughout the story. The resolution of the mission is both satisfying and reflective, acknowledging the success of the operation while also recognizing the cost at which it was achieved. The film avoids presenting a simplistic victory, instead offering a nuanced conclusion that considers the broader implications of the events. This approach adds depth to the narrative, reinforcing the idea that even successful missions come with lasting consequences. In the aftermath, the focus shifts to the impact of the experience on the characters. Moments of quiet reflection allow the audience to process what has happened alongside them, creating a sense of closure that feels earned rather than imposed. The story emphasizes the enduring nature of the bonds formed during the mission, suggesting that these connections remain long after the operation has ended. Visually, the film adopts a style that enhances its realism, using natural lighting, handheld camera work, and detailed environments to create an immersive experience. The camera often stays close to the action, placing viewers alongside the characters and allowing them to feel the intensity of each moment. This approach reinforces the sense of immediacy, making the story feel as though it is unfolding in real time. Sound design plays an equally important role, capturing the subtle details that define the environment. From the quiet rustle of movement to the sharp intensity of combat, the audio creates a layered experience that adds to the overall immersion. The use of music is restrained, allowing the natural sounds of the setting to take precedence and heighten the emotional impact of key moments. At its core, Act of Valor is a story about commitment, trust, and the realities of modern warfare. It focuses on the individuals who operate behind the scenes, highlighting the complexity of their missions and the strength required to carry them out. By balancing action with emotional depth, the film creates a narrative that is both engaging and thought-provoking. The story ultimately serves as a tribute to the resilience and dedication of those who take on such roles, offering a perspective that is both respectful and unflinching. It does not seek to glorify conflict, but to present it in a way that acknowledges its challenges and consequences. Through its focus on character, realism, and immersion, the film leaves a lasting impression that resonates beyond the final scene.